Let's see if I actually am. Refresh button. Come on. Refresh. Oh, there it is. Aha! Hold on. Let's see if I actually have audio. Alright. So they have the Hopefully I'm not too loud now, but I did move the mic a little bit closer to my face. I know what I meant to say. I did do quite a bit, and by quite a bit I mean about 8 hours worth of off-stream work, just building roads. I've got all the roads built from Lake Knot City all the way down to Port Knot City, or no, I might have said that wrong. Yeah, there's just pretty much all the roads that I need built, actually, I should say, because I don't have the roads from Mountain Knot over to the South Knot Distribution Center. Trying to remember all the locations names does start to get a little overwhelming when you get towards the end, because it's like each one of these people are like individual people that you've brought things to over the course of, I think I've logged about 160 hours so far. I would have to check, but it's around 160 hours. And the reason I always leave those last two Timefall beers is that if you drink them all, Sam will actually have this little like drunken sequence where he will like stumble around the cabin, and then they like after you do that once, they'll remove them and you'll never get them back. So if you like having Timefall beer over Bridges Energy, just gotta make sure you maintain control. That's not the one I wanted. What's that? Is it this one? Yeah. Alright. I think I've done the explaining. Yeah. I think I'm in Mountain Knot City right now. But I guess we'll see in a second.
I got my hands on something special. Pata mon trachy concru. I might lay the test somewhere you wrote them. A toast to Lisa. And to you. Not bad.
Beginning scan.
I love all those little
verifying ID.
memory sequences that we get from
All
BB.
weapons will remain locked until departure.
On our sunglasses. Sunglasses, an item provided by the mysterious figure known as Jay. These are the same model worn by a well-known figure in Jay's world. The glasses were made to special specifications, and their color scheme is non-customizable, but wearing them should cause Sam to feel a surge of fighting spirit. you can take this to mean that when you're wearing them, you are just ever so slightly stronger in combat. And cap is a cap beloved of Bridges staff that slightly reduces stamina consumption when worn. It can also be customized in the private room. Bridges members take great pride in their caps and consider them a mark of their talents having been recognized by the organization. Fun. And these are just make them even more charismatic. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I'm pretty sure it just means you're going to get a little bit of extra reputation whenever you turn in orders at various places. So they're very nice things to have on, and this obviously just makes our left hand really strong and allows us to slow ourselves down whenever we're sliding and stuff a lot easier. Seemed a lot of people have either delivered cargo that I've dropped or used roads that I've built. But definitely mountain on. Alright. Yeah, that's right. I need to go to the Mountaineer to pick up an order, right? Take on a new order for Sam in Mountain Knot City. I'm in South Knot City. Holy shit. I'm not in Mountain Knot. I was not actually reading it, and these guys' faces all start to look the same after a little while. So we gotta make our way to Mountain Knot. Oh, actually, I'm forgetting a lot of things. Mail. Like, why would I be in fucking South Knot City? Your partner J, Charles Cullen, cosplayer, Thomas, Owen, Peter Englehart. Desperate B for second people. I missed one, didn't I? Where is that? There they are. Toast to a porter and a good and true. My dear Mr. Bridges, please accept my humblest apologies and my most heartfelt. You can tell if you can't tell, I'm a little bit dyslexic and need glasses, so please accept my humblest and most heartfelt apology. Heartfelt thanks. Once again, your incomparable pizza delivery skills have been put to the proof and found impeachable in every regard. Do forgive us if we seem ungrateful. The visiting couple, twin souls of decorum as they are, were desperate to present themselves to you in holographic form, that they might express their heartfelt appreciation. Regretfully, they are hopeless novices in matters technological. And as I myself was away procuring vital supplies, I was unable to rectify the situation on their behalf. These circumstances conspired to produce the most unfortunate of outcomes yet again. A thankless end to an onerous and entirely bothersome task. If it is any consolation, the pizza was divine. Yet another earnest entry for pizza. One moment. My dear Mr. Sam Bridges, 'tis I, your most devout admirer and obedient servant, Peter Englehart. You are doubtless aware of the momentous occasion which demands celebration this very day. Surely not, of course, for I would be shocked if you knew that it marks another year since the joining of myself and my beloved wife in the bonds of holy matrimony. As you may suspect, there is only one way in which we would commemorate the birth of our union. Sorry, he speaks in a very weird way, which isn't natural, so it's hard to kind of just speak with the flow. But pizza. You will not you will not begrudge me my continued impudence, I hope, but how could you? It is only natural that for our sacred anniversary I would seek to procure one of the incomparable pies only you can provide. I say one, but could we be so bold as to impose upon you for two? And if they would be topped with Gouda cheese, that would be magical. They should be waiting for you at the Timefall Farmers' Shelter. They provided wheat for the dough, and I do believe they've taken the liberty of tossing in a bottle of their magnificent beer, too. Magnificent beer to boot. Thanks as ever, you easily are. You really are a saint. Alright. Uh, back out. Back out. They are at the Timefall farm shelter. Not too far away from where we are now. So we're just only gonna make... I just grab a vehicle and go up because I do have the road and cut across here and go down. It seems like it's a long way around, but because I have the road set up, it's just easier. Also, if you can't tell how much I've been running around by just the fact that my chiral boots are almost worn out. Transporter, rotor strike, yeah, just take mine.
Stand clear. Vehicle ready. Beginning scan. Footwear condition poor. Replacement is at the...
Yeah. Oh, I must have... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I fragile jumped at some point. Gotta make sure I get those boots. Not my lucker. Update over bridges 3. Wait. That's boot clip. Put on footwear. Should have just gone straight into recycle.
Thank you for your continued support.
Sorry, I'm also trying to
Thank you for your contribution.
do like social media posts and shit at the same time, which is not working. Slow down around the quarters.
Weapons restrictions lifted. Good morning, Sam.
And as long as we stay on this strip here, this bike should be more than enough.
Beware of BTs.
And then once we get over to more towards where the weather station is, it'll be easier to cross over.
Keep on keeping up.
You just gotta be careful as well because the wet roads you will slide right off. And these bikes are terrible about doing some of these wide corners. That or I'm just a bad driver, which is a very good possibility. it's cool after getting the roads built, kind of being able to drive through and look at all the structures and jump ramps and things people have built. And as I have found out, apparently none of the things that other people have built will affect your bandwidth. Make sure I turn at the right spot. I did pass it. But yeah, none of the structures that other people have built and made will affect your bandwidth. It's only your structures. I guess it does make sense when you actually say it out loud, your bandwidth. But still, it's nice to know if you didn't. Yeah. Okay. What soil is like impossible to drive on? Jesus. Alright, here we go. Hey! That was actually kind of helpful. We did almost get stuck behind a rock, but we made it. We got this. I do see BT strands over in that area. But I think I see a path here. Yep. Here we go. Like, we're not going to take any extra deliveries or anything. We can get very distracting, but we want to make sure that we're taking care of this pizza stuff and then taking care of the story. Hopefully it will be done sometime soon. Not that I'm, like, in a real rush to finish the story. It's just I am also eager to move on and play other games. My friends in Rhode Island sent me money for Christmas, and I ended up getting myself Dragon Quest 1 and 2, the HD remake. And then my roommate slash brother got Dragon Quest 3. So very soon, I'll probably be streaming my first ever playthrough of Dragon Quest. Which I'm not sure if that means, like, first time playthrough means anything for Dragon Quest fans like it means for other fans. Different series, but I at the very least think it'll be fun. And I'm very excited. It has been talked up by not only my brother Abel, but our other brother in Florida, Shadow. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I don't slide all over the place because there are mules around here. Now, pretty sure this is going to be the pizza delivery that I'm going to have to walk there. So, if we do have to walk it there, I will be just making some speed legs and trying to gun it. On orders for Sam, urgent pizza delivery. 60 minutes, fragile cargo. Kept flat. Fragile cargo. So I've got both the beer and the pizza. Gotta keep the pizza flat. Alright, gotta carry the beer by hand. can't make it premium, it's just a normal delivery. Alright. Yeah, so we can't do that. We've got to make, I think, I can't remember how many it was. Looks like 4. I think you need to make maybe 2 more. Yep. Yep. Damn it. So that won't really affect it. I just want to make sure that when I come out of this menu that it's not like that. Okay, now, put them on my back. Yes. They won't be in the chiral cover, but I don't think I can have them in the chiral cover. So, nope, can't do that. Nope. Okay, so we are going to do that. But
Order assigned. Delivery parameters updated. Time limit set.
here we go. Bar skeleton, speed skeleton. I think I only have the 1 level of the speed skeleton. Nope, I got level 2. Yep, it's level 2 though. Yeah. Should be. You know what? I should have just had the active skeleton be my. Just stay right there, actually. And I'll just make another silver hand when I get up there, because I just now noticed how rusted it was. Let's go. Hoping that I can avoid most of the mules.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Gonna make a little quick stop. Moment. Now, if I was smart, I would have gotten a PCC or something and brought with me, because I can lay down the timefall beer and been able to build a generator. But it won't matter too much once I get over to the road. There it is. I see that generator. I'm coming for you. Go up there. It's gonna kill my battery before I get over there, but that's it. Should be good. Yay! Oh shit.
Yeah.
Alright. The reason I didn't go through here because it requires us crossing this river and a bunch of ladders and stuff, or having a vehicle. So, didn't want to do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going up the mountain to the time, or the weather station. I guess I can, because I do have it. Equip that. Just so we can maybe have a little bit quicker trip up the mountain. My alarm went off. The one that I had set to go off this morning. I was wondering why it didn't. Good thing I had wake one up anyway. And also, I mean, with a little bit of planning, it really wouldn't take too much to make this trip so much easier, and just being able to cross the bridge with a few PCCs. Ooh, excuse me. With a few PCCs. But instead of having to build all that and then go over there and get the pizza and beer, just decided to wing it because we do have 60 minutes. I like it. That's another fun thing about having the upgraded structures and stuff, is you'll just pass by them and get random, like, inspirational bits of music. To the weather station. Quick charge.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Pretty sure if I grab the rope, I... Ah! I did not mean to just walk off the edge of that. I hate how touchy the controls can get on this sometimes. How badly did I damage it? Only 1% to the actual pizzas. How bad for the champagne? 8%. Not happy about that, but I guess it's manageable. Okay, I wanted to look at the path so I could walk around the big rock. And eventually, pretty sure it splits at the distribution center, yeah. As you can see it here, and you can, yeah, even see the path that other people have taken on the road. Kind of starts to cut off here, and you can even see, you zoom in, people going up. But that road there is too solid. This is cool to see. Shoot. Pretty sure they're both ruined.
Well, the cargo's trashed.
Yep. Screw you, ladder. Yep. See? Never happened. Just fell asleep at the temple farm. Tree skeleton V2. Now let's try not to be dumb, Sam. I know part of it is me, but alright.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
I have to imagine Sam probably gets really tired of the sound of the exoskeleton legs. That are just finally been like all tuned out. I'm pretty sure that guy's already seen me. Just make sure we run. They won't really chase you that far, especially in the rain too. And we weren't that far off from hitting the roads either. Would have been smooth sailing from there. But because we took a slightly different path, we do have better battery life now. Still gonna stop off for charge, but it won't take us nearly as long. And still faster using the speed legs in the all-terrain lanes. Just a lot harder to fall over with the all-terrain lanes. See, I do remember where a good amount of the generators and stuff are along the way. Does make it easier. Yeah, gotta make sure you keep your fingers on the buttons. I'm starting to get a little bit tired. I did go to work today. Not that I really worked with my fingers or anything. I'm just tired in general.
Have a pleasant journey.
Actually started the stream so I would stay awake, hopefully.
Safe travels.
I have to do the same shift tomorrow,
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges.
and it's just early in the morning.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Downhill with the speed legs. That was weird. I guess the thing started coming up as I was going over it, so threw me off balance. Like, normally that would be terrifying, but hologram. If you've actually played Horizon Zero Dawn, you know what happens whenever you get underneath the tall necks. And you know what? The heck is that? We're going this way. Let's set this down. I don't have any hermetic. glide around. Ah, shit. Run. That's the problem with going off path. Now I'm stuck between BTs and a cliff. I don't like either option here. That's not that bad, but I don't want to screw up the champagne. Yes, thank you very much. My wonderful roommate and friend just brought me an energy drink. Gonna get down here. I'm on one of our paths. Fuck you. We out. Going this way, we get the fuck that shit. I always loved how, like, whenever you come out of the BT areas, the aura deck will clap because it's BT or BB Blue controlling it. So it's just cute that he's there clapping, cheering us on. Alright. We finally gotten over. I need to build a better way to be able to get over to the roads. And all charged up. It's like we don't need like a full charge or anything, but having it does help because occasionally you'll run off the side of the thing, so you won't actually be on the grid.
Restrictions lifted.
10 minutes of path. That free repair. There we go. Away! Now, I do know, I'm not sure if you could call it a shortcut, but I do know a path to Peter Englehart's place. It'll take us off the road, but might be a little bit faster. See, I'm not sure if you can try this in a truck, but I have not tried. I just always thought it would be like the pizza delivery, like you're carrying the beer and you're carrying the pizzas on your back, and it's just like the crusty crab pizza. Like my roommate put that in my head, and it just lives there forever now, rent free.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verify. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Weapons restrictions lifted.
I'm not sure if this will actually be faster, but it is going to keep us from having to sneak through all of that. So we will hope. The real fear is that I will run out of battery on the way. It's not really a fear, it's a known fact that's probably going to happen. Unless there's a friendly generator. I've got to scratch my head. Yeah, I didn't mean to let go. And I forgot how ridiculous the jumps get. It's this way. That was close. See, is like we might be in the time fall, but we look up, not seeing any real strands or anything until we get further over there, so not too worried about it yet. Seeing a bunch of floating matter and stuff with all the chiral. We are off the network, which means we are getting closer. There we go.
Nice.
Only took us like what, 15-ish minutes?
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges
Aha,
ID.
almost exactly.
Fragile Express ID verified. All weapons. Delivering cargo. Delivery complete. Displaying performance evaluation.
Alright, so one second. Choking on my energy drink there. So basically what this says is that we can make more strand contracts, which means we can pick the people that we want to show up. Like their constructs and stuff out in the world. So if I knew that my friend Abel was playing, I make a bridge link with him or strand contract with him, and I'll see his structures and stuff pop up. Um, and I can make upgrade cooperation requests, which means like the roads and stuff. I like the reason it took me that long is because I wanted to actually like play the game and like build the roads like myself. I know it's not a necessary part of the game, but I do enjoy it because a lot of it is running around to the different mule camps, raiding them for supplies, and stopping off at the different prepper stations so you can uh, drain them of all the resources allocated to you. Yeah, I'm not sure like how many times this thing's leveled my bridge link up, but I think it was at 25 and it's at 60 now. 66. Wow.
Thank you for your continued support. Good work.
Probably get some mail here in a minute. But we are now out here. I don't think we can make equipment here, so we're gonna go to Fort Knot.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Probably grab a vehicle and head out. We're gonna Mountain Knot and carry on, or yeah, it's Mountain Knot. Carry on the shore. There it is. My dear Mr. Bridges, you are truly a man of surpassing kindness and generosity, and the pizza you delivered was the most scrumptious thing we have supped to date. Oh, but my levity is unbecoming. My grave, dare I say, disastrous failure to convey my appreciation to you in the flesh warrants an explanation. To my chagrin, the circumstances were entirely outside my control. Prior to your arrival, my better half and I had one of our rare but rather intense lovers' quarrels, which led her to storm off in a proverbial huff. And what manner of husband would I be if I left her to wander the wilderness alone? I simply had to go after her. Upon our return, we were greeted with fresh pizza, still piping hot from the oven, and she was so entirely over the moon that she forgave me everything. Suffice it to say, I am in your debt to a considerable degree. Now, I think we will get one more pizza delivery request that will be from Mountain Knot to here, but that one can be done by vehicle. Because we're not carrying Time Ball beer. I see the generator. Away! I love not actually having to carry any cargo. I'm going so fast. So we're going to stop here, grab a vehicle, make a new silver hand. Now, can't say for sure when, but I'm pretty sure that time fall shelf, or the shelter there, rabbit room. Somebody probably made that because of we're gonna return here at one point,
Verifying ID.
but I don't think we're gonna be able to rest at Fort Knot,
Proceed to
or Lake
distribution
Knot.
center. Keep on keeping up. Keep on keeping up. Decontaminate. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Alright. Recycle. Retain your compare spray. And yeah, I guess the speed skeleton, because I really don't need it. And then Silverhand. Sorry. Cancel. Get out of this menu.
Thank you for your...
Cargo. Skeleton. Quit. Cancel. Dang. I'm so bad about that. I go to hit like circle to back out like you do with most games. But instead it's hold X. Go over here, equipment. Going down. Going to Silverhand. Yeah, I think we really just need the Silverhand. I guess I could go ahead and make some more armor plates, but I don't think they're strictly necessary. Don't really think we're going to be doing too much fighting yet. There will be a point where I will make some for a return trip, but that'll be much later on. Oh, crap, forgot to grab the range. First strike long range. Retrieve.
Stand clear. Vehicle ready. Pleasant journey. Keep on keeping up. Keep on keeping up.
Now the long range is a little bit slower than the other bikes, but having that double battery is like awesome because it's so faster than any of the trucks. Yeah, it's like I think we have to do another story mission before it'll send us the next pizza mission. I'm pretty sure the next story mission is bringing us to Hartman's. Oh yeah, it's from Mama's lab. Mama's body to Hartman's lab.
I'm Sam!
It's fun to do, hitting the... I'm not sure what it would be for Xbox or PC, but at least on PlayStation, hitting the left or right, sorry. I was very shocked to see that. Hitting the right side of the big pad on the PlayStation controller will shout out. Like that. You know what? I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave. Got floating trucks over here and shit. I'm out. Also, it's quite scenic. I was up on that mountain at one point. Pretty sure got some zip lines up there and maxed out my bandwidth. I gotta make sure I go around and dismantle anything unnecessary that I made. But I don't think I made too many unnecessary things, so that might be hard to do. This is awesome too. It's like we don't have to worry about the BTs in this area, even if they do like spot us. Because rude. Also, I didn't use it for my social media post thing. I used a screenshot from the memory sequence. But my my thumbnail that I'll be putting on the stream today was taken because I got into a BT fight trying to grab some crystal, or some chiral crystal, to be able to make all the roads. It's a great place. Also, can't see them right now. I'm going to take a little detour. Come on. I would have figured they'd already spawned into existence. But there are some BTs. They are floating chiral bubbles, really, that will spawn right over this area. And if you come over here and take them down, you can... Between this and one other area like it, just on the other side of all of, like, this mountain.
Over here.
Not what I meant to do. Yeah, as you can see, this path I took back here, there's some floating BTs over here. Take them out. Took the floating BTs over here out. And then I came up here to this, up here, to this facility. Let the BTs capture me. And they carried me off probably around this area or so. It's hard to tell whenever the BTs come up because it just turns into a lake of tar. Yeah, I fought this big squiddy BT. And that's where the thumbnail came from. Whenever you do photo mode, it stops you, whatever you're doing, so... Yeah. So it's actually got really awesome features and stuff. Or, I say awesome. Obviously, you'd be able to do so much more with a computer and actual editing software. But for a video game, already doing like so many other things so well, it is amazing. And truly is like, if you didn't think video games were works of art before playing this game, like, play the second game, play Clear Obscure, like those, like that is like works of art. I know there's like the weird controversy thing with Clear Obscure thing, but they even like said they patched it out of the game and removed that aspect of it. So it's still like top-notch, amazing game, beautiful story. What's there? Yeah. Occasionally you'll tap X and it won't let you won't hop very high. Every once in a while you'll tap it and you'll just launch into the air. Get launched off the side. But yeah, those kinds of BTs Like, they had spawn over in that one area that I tried to show, but I guess they, like, once you kill those ones, they don't come back. These ones will definitely come back if you take them out. Yeah, I don't even have the equipment to be able to do that right now. But yeah, just get an assault, like, assault rifle, whatever level really, and most of them won't go out in one shot. Yeah, we're not too worried about the terrorists pinging us. We only slide through their territory for like a brief period. First time, but definitely not what I wanted to.
I wonder if anyone's watching.
All weapons will remain locked. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Why are you not? Why? It does that sometimes. It's like I'll hit the reverse button or the brake button and it just keeps sliding.
Beginning
Hey,
scan.
buddy.
Scanning
We're
bridges.
on electricity fire.
Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked. All clear. Welcome, Sam Water Bridges.
It's like, I don't know why it just goes unresponsive. Claim. Yeah, I can't claim 500 metal. Oh well, I was gonna try and upgrade that generator out there just because. Guess not.
Beginning scans. Have a pleasant journey. Keep on keeping on. Weapons restrictions lifted.
I think this one is, yeah, there's like, this bit of road is the one that's going to take us through the most mule territory. But they tend to avoid the road anyway, so it shouldn't be that bad. Yeah, see, it's just sliding along. And yeah, we should be out of mule territory now. At least until we get to the I don't want to say third part, because I guess it's still part of the same map, but the next little section of this big map we're on, whenever we get to it, we'll have a different set of terrorists or mules to deal with. Hey. And whenever you hear a response like that after calling out, it's because it means there's a player that is online currently that is close by you. Didn't mean to do that. It was my fault though. Alright, we're close.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons.
Hmm. Depending on if it'll let me or not, I might be able to just zip line up to here and then make my way down, which will be a lot easier than the path I was thinking about.
Weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Keep on keeping on.
See, now that I see that there, I'm not sure if I can put my bike in the garage here. I'm pretty sure the garage here is full. Yep, can't store it. I don't mind losing your truck.
Training vehicle. Stand.
Alright. Gonna back that up. Alright, here we go. I'll grab those out of my locker. What's my blood bags? Holy shit. My brand new vehicle. I guess I might as well, right? That's 1, 2, 3. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. The climbing anchors. And that one good. I don't want to go. That should be good. Should give us all the supplies we need.
All right, Sam. Take care of her. And don't worry, she won't go necro. Malingan special. Be funny if these Ha of ours ended up being the key to saving us all.
Order assigned.
Crap, sorry. God, I was muted for drinking. Cutting materials. Does also take any other orders to Hartman at the moment.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Keep on keeping on.
Transporting corpses. They're more liable to sway from side to side. If you begin to lose your balance, use L2 and R2 to balance yourself. Just means you won't run as fast.
Lifted.
Line. This way. Up. Up again. And again. Right. Is this one it? This one we want to stop at? Yeah, this is one we should stop at. Snap. God damn it. Should be just over this ridge. Come on, Sam. Work with me. I might actually just stop and let this song play. Because I am very close and I don't want to cut it off.
Stands a shadow of a man shaped just like me. My curiosity keeps me confused. But still I stand here on my own, with nothing left to lose.
Yeah, I don't want to get too close and cut it off on accident.
And with the rain I don't accept, wash away my sins. Simply trouble my walk home and my spirit. Because I never said no or put up a fight. emotionally impaired. When I look at you,
Unfortunately, can't even sit down right now.
and I'm trying to keep these bones inside my skin. But my body's in the hole my shadow digs. And as I struggle to maintain my position, the oil's dried from this heart of rusted tin. And I wonder if I'll survive this without you.
Alright. It was an amazing song. Fun little fact if you didn't already know. Hideo Kojima found a low roar in their music because he, and I'm quoting an article I read, so this may or may not be accurate, but he was in the Netherlands or something, I believe it was, and he was in a taxi and he basically told him to bring him to a record store or something, and he brought him to his record shop and Low Roar was playing when he came in, and he was like, that's the music, that's the vibe. Now, and paraphrasing a lot, so you're heading over this way. Now, from what we know of chiral, they only really pop up around BTs, or at least where BTs die. Sometimes you can even notice that some BTs will be tied to chiral. So, stands to reason that at some point or another,
Too close.
somebody either bombed a bunch of BTs there, or some kind of phenomena happened that caused a concentration of chiral. My bet is that Hartman was testing out the hermetic grenades. Because we do know that they have taken some of Sam's blood and distributed it amongst the various porters and people, and they've had it basically given out so that people can use it to not necessarily fight the BTs like we do, but at least combat them to the point where they could escape and avoid what would otherwise be a void out. all-terrain legs don't fail me now. Up. Do I not have my stuff? I could have sworn I'd grabbed those chiral, or the anchors points and stuff. Guess not. That or I put them all down and I grabbed them all. That's a very good possibility too. I just wasn't paying attention. Now we're having to do this without equipment. I would have liked to have just thrown down a climbing anchor and scaled down some of these rocks.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear.
God damn it.
Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Okay. Here we go. Stop. Stop. Alright, so from this point on in the story, a lot's about to start happening, and it doesn't really feel like there's going to be a whole bunch of stopping points. If this stream does start to go on for too late, then I will have to just choose a point and force stop, because I need to eat dinner and go to bed at a certain time tonight.
Delivery complete. Displaying performance evaluation. Request to join UCA. Registered. Awaiting Cupid connection. Please proceed into the facility with the cadaver. Good work.
this is actually a really interesting cutscene to watch.
Hardman.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Well, you certainly caught me with my pants down. Glad you could make it, Sam. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to alarm you, but I am what I am. Ah, please, lay her down there. Still no sign of them.
You know your heart stops beating.
It stops every 21 minutes. I spend 3 minutes on the beach, and then return. 60 deaths and 60 resurrections per day. 60 opportunities to search the beach for my departed family. This is how I live. This is my life. So, while you've traveled to and from the sea an impressive number of times, my beach count is a little higher. 218,549. I see myself in that crater. My wife and my child. It's like looking at the shape of my heart. The doctors called it myocardial cordiformia. Mine is an especially unusual case. I have pictures. Care to see Hartman's heart-shaped heart? No, you really should. It doesn't run in the family. You know, I never came to terms with their loss. In the days that followed, I became obsessed with an idea that the beach is real, and they are on it. I would induce cardiac arrest, 3 minutes at a time, and search for them, day after day after day.
Also, you could say goodbye.
Quite the opposite. It is said that everyone's beach is different. So what if everyone's afterlife is different too? I find the thought terrifying, spending eternity alone, which is why I decided to find my family and make sure to move on with them.
You mean die with them?
If death would see us reunited, then yes. But the repeated cardiac arrests took their toll on my heart. The muscle gradually deformed. And after a while, they started calling me the beach scientist. Hartman. I'm glad we could have this conversation. Oh. A body that doesn't necrotize. No sign of decomposition. It's as if she were still alive. The perfect mummy. An impeccable corpse.
What's wrong?
Where's the other thing you were supposed to bring? Ah, found it. Behold.
Wait, dead man.
It appears to be an umbilical cord. Human by the looks of it, I think. But this was no ordinary conduit between fetus and placenta. It looks more like a BT's tether. And this was Mama's? Yes. A body that doesn't necrotize, and an umbilical cord connected to the beach. These are remarkable discoveries, Sam. Enough to set my sore heart racing.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
I apologize if our conversation gets cut short. I must go back to the beach and look for my wife and child. One person, one beach. That's the rule. But I'm the exception. My beach is connected to others, as if it were the beneficiary of a coronary bypass. Maybe this twisted heart of mine made it possible. All I know is that I will find them. Even if my every visit raises new questions, I'll have my answers one day. One day.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
The battlefields. The endless wars you found yourself trapped in. Why do World War-era soldiers wander the beach a century after they fell? Normally the souls of the dead move on. The beach is just a corridor, a place through which they pass on the way to the other side. But if regret, resentment, a fervent desire to remain, if these feelings are powerful enough, they may give rise to an altogether different beach, a collective purgatory for an army of the damned. Clifford Unger. His misery and hatred, combined with your BB acting as some sort of catalyst, have brought these battlefields to our world.
2 minutes to cardiac arrest. Please proceed to a safe location.
It's just a theory.
You think Higgs is pulling the strings? Pulling all their strings?
Ensure you are in a stable position.
I don't know. But evidence does suggest that Higgs brought them here.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Oh, before I forget, I have a favor to ask.
Activating lab security measures.
Could you just relax until I come back? Time stops on the beach, but not in the scene. Rest assured, it'll only feel like 3 minutes to you. We'll continue this shortly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, so we just learned a whole bunch about Hartman, why he does what he does, and why he's out here. He's out looking for his family. He stays away from most other people because he doesn't want to really be judged for the fact that he kills himself 60 times a day. There's actually a trophy you get for looking at all the stuff in Hartman's office. Or at least all the stuff that it'll do, like the super zoom in like it just did with the BT sculpture. I'm pretty sure I've already got it, so it's not going to pop up. We do have 1 more minute to kill. Don't think there can be too many more items for us to look at. BT apparition, artist impression. I mean, not too entirely inaccurate.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
No luck. Visit 218,550. Oh, sorry. Where were we? I may be used to the 21-minute cycle, but for a first-time face-to-face meeting, there's just too much to cover in one go-around.
Can't be easy living like this.
Yes. And no. Now that I'm acclimated to it, it isn't especially, onerous. Defecation, ablution, nutrition. Most of life's basic functions fit rather easily into a 21-minute time slot. Sleep is the tricky one. And intercourse, I suppose. Verbal or physical. Not that someone in my position has to worry much about either. Do you read, Sam? Listen to music. Watch films? You know, I keep busy. I have a collection of music, television shows, some very interesting short films, and stories. Everything consumable within a 21-minute window. All from before the Death Stranding, of course. But honestly, the 21 minutes I spend here, all downtime, nothing more. Time spent waiting to go back to the search. My body may be present, but my soul is on the beach. I'm already dead.
I know that feeling. Lost my family in an accident.
Well, I never expected you to open up to me. As it happens, I've read about your circumstances. I lost my family in an accident, too. I was in the ICU having heart surgery, out of town, in the city. When it was clear that I was going to pull through, my wife took my daughter back to the house to collect some things for me. And then they were caught in the void-outs. The city and the hospital were spared the worst, but the shockwave knocked out the power and my life support. I woke up on the beach. The people who died in the two void-outs were there. What happened? What's going on? I saw my wife and my daughter in the procession. Hey! It's me! Where are you going? Wait! Don't leave without me! No! Don't go! Please, don't go! The ICU's backup generator kicked in, and I was brought back to life by the defibrillator. Exactly 21 minutes after my heart had stopped. And that was the last time I saw my family. It's my damned heart's fault that we were torn apart, but it's also the reason I'll see them again someday. It defines me. I am Hartman. Ever since, I've walked the beaches of others. I follow my family's footsteps for a while, and when I get tired, I return here to continue my research. It's funny though, even when my heart stops, the pain lingers. You have any family photographs, Sam? Pity.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
You mind telling me what I'm doing here before you go back to the beach?
Oh, of course. There's a prep-your-own station in this area. Our scientists stationed there are researching material from before the Death Stranding.
What kind of material?
The Earth has a long memory. It's trying to tell a story, one that goes back to the very beginning, one that not even the Death Stranding could erase. The scientists are all colleagues of mine from the earlier expedition. I'd like you to bring them onto the chiral network. Emily proposed we establish our research posts along this belt. Despite a worldwide search, this is the only area known to contain fossils from the late Cretaceous period, when the dinosaurs died out. The assumption being that the last ones lived here, and here alone. You see, hiding in the Earth then are memories of a major mass extinction. Clues that could tell us how to survive our predicament. Certainly, that was Emily's hope as part of the advanced team when she assigned our backup team here. The past informs the present and aids us in building the future. She was careful to impress that upon us before she went west.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
Oh, shut up. I'm putting you on mute. Sometime later, we began to observe unusual activity in the tar belts outside Edgenot City. Vast quantities of tar began surfacing, spreading, consuming many of my colleagues, as well as a chiral way station. The whole incident defied explanation.
You think Higgs is to blame?
I don't know, but we needed that way station. It was essential to expanding the chiral network westward. That's why I'm asking you for your help in building a new one. It won't be much given the handful of equipment we've managed to scrape together. Nothing like the knot cities, that's for sure. But a knot is still a knot. Sam, I want you to use the Cupid to put the scientists on the network, then go to Emily. Afterwards, we can get back to the important job of researching the deaths.
Don't worry about him, Sam.
The air mat floor absorbs the impact. I'll unlock the door for you.
This Sam being a goofball and still getting the likes. It's great.
Sam, you heard him. You can grab the order at a delivery terminal.
I don't know why it strips us, but it does.
Our ultimate objective in this region is to build a replacement for a way station that was lost to the tar. The first step is to put a shelter with our scientists on the chiral network. Now, we don't know the first thing about Emily's status or what Higgs is up to. That's a concern for us as much as you. But we won't know more until we get to Edge Knot City. And that means connecting this region first. You should start with the geologist and the paleontologist. The latter's holding something for the Evo-Devo biologist, so I recommend you save her for last. That way, you can finish a delivery and link up the final site in one go. Once all three are on the grid, come back here. Then we can get to work on the replacement for that lost way station.
Alright. I actually didn't need to put on one of those armor plates because I'm probably about to take it off. Okay.
Thermal pad. Indispensable gear for cold weather operations. Especially useful when traversing snow-capped mountains.
Alright. So, having these adds to your battery capacity and prevents you from freezing in the snow if you try to rest. So with these, I'll actually be able to like stop and like take a rest and drink my canteen or whatever. It'll also increase the amount of stamina I will get from drinking from my canteen. All great things. Don't think I'm going to be... Well... I guess to make full use of it, I would have to get the extra battery and all these, and that's like the level 3 battery. I think you can put like 2 on your backpack plus 4 of these is like the maximum battery that you can get for Sam. But I can't remember. No, actually 2. I'll just put them on my leg pieces and recycle the 2 armor plates. That's the suit. Pretty good. No, what? I will put those in my private locker. Instead, oh, cancel. In fact, gonna make some extra boots. Put some in the locker here. I'll make an extra all-terrain skeleton. Put that in the locker here. Got those 2 armor plates, so that'll be fine. Just make an extra silver hand, put it in here too. wouldn't let me just place it straight in my private locker. But got that there. That's good. Yeah. What is the state of my current skeleton? Oof. 44%, we don't need to replace it yet. That's good. We have more. We are going to need to make another set. I guess not yet. We'll be good for a minute. And if anything, we'll make it when we get to the next place. Handprint you brought me. Well, I hope you're sitting down because I've analyzed it and discovered it was 65 million years old. The expected Cretaceous period. Dinosaurs became extinct. We'll get in touch when you learn more. If you stumble across anything, shed light on the mystery, let her know. Yeah, I didn't exactly read all of that. But didn't need to get the idea that she is analyzed the piece of rock that we brought her to discover that is indeed related to the Death Stranding. Yeah, one that happened 65 million years ago. Yeah. I just wanted to check to see if we had gotten any mail yet. Not yet. Clean materials, orders. Anti-correllium medication for the geologist, and pet paleontologist is an antimatter bomb for delivery. Great.
A geologist of ours has been studying fossils as part of his research into prehistoric extinction events. He's been out there conducting excavations for a while now and has begun to suffer the effects of chiral contamination. No doubt the result of excessive exposure to chiralium during the dig. Until the site is properly decontaminated, his work can't proceed. Nor will his health improve. So we need you to bring him some chiralium scrubbing agents.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
The stratum the team was investigating dates from the end of the Cretaceous period, the time of the infamous mass extinction, which brought the reign of the dinosaurs to a close, leaving small mammals to inherit the Earth. It's the most recent of the Big Five, and one of the largest mass extinctions the world has ever seen. In any event, our team found something truly remarkable. Can you guess what it was? A fossil beach. If that is indeed what it is, then he has made a tremendous discovery. Therefore, Sam, it is essential that you deliver those chiralium scrubbing agents as soon as possible.
One more thing, Sam. For this run, you'll be transporting an antimatter bomb. A Bridges paleontologist working on a dig says he needs it. Apparently, the fossils he wants to study are buried deep beneath tar, and the only way he can get to them is by blowing it wide open. Now, hopefully I don't need to tell you to be extra careful when handling high-yield explosives. But in case I do, make sure you keep that container in one piece, no matter what.
Alright, because we are going to be transporting that, I'm going to make like 2 of these. We want 2 or 3? We'll do 2. Got that done, we got altering skeleton. Don't need any guns or anything like that with us on this run. And I don't think I will need a floating carrier either. Never mind. I rescind that statement. Definitely be taking a floating carrier. Offload. Offload those into the carrier.
Sam, I'm sure you haven't forgotten, but you need to be extremely careful with that antimatter bomb, especially when transporting it by a carrier or vehicle. Any irregularities should trigger an alarm. Don't ignore it.
I carry that on my back because I have the anti-Corellium cover. And I gotta carry on me too in case I need them. I wish it would let you look at the state of your backpack cover and stuff and let you remake that from here instead of having to go to your room. But nonetheless.
Order assigned.
Pretty sure if I went to one of the shelters somebody has made around this area, I'd probably be able to get together enough supplies to make another. Probably in that one, yeah. So we're heading off to Geologist first. See where somebody clearly built a cargo catapult to launch the stuff over there, but yeah, we're just gonna walk in.
Sam, so Hartman told you all about the lake. How the attack that created it changed his life forever. Not only did he lose his family, he very nearly lost himself. For 21 minutes, he was in a state of cardiopulmonary arrest. Under normal circumstances, he would have died. Therapeutic hypothermia saved his life. But the 21 minutes he spent on the other side had a lasting effect on him. Perhaps due to the shock, his Doom's abilities seem to have increased. And now he takes every opportunity to walk the beach in search of his family.
My apologies, Sam. You came all this way to visit me, yet I neglected to give you a proper farewell. Do be careful out there. As I mentioned before, this region is rich in memories of death, extinction. It should come as no surprise that BTs are sighted here more frequently. Perhaps you recall the models in my lab. Their designs were all based on eyewitness accounts. Though I suppose they must have struck you as strange, considering the many times you've come face to face with the real McCoy.
Yeah, I guess we could take this. Is that a transporter or just a regular? Nah. Oh, if it was a transporter, I would have grabbed that bike there and loaded all the stuff onto it. Speaking of which, don't think we need it yet, but we're gonna need it soon. See, somebody else has used container repair spray. Go to the geologist first. Go a bit further over. See somebody's bike. See people's bikes. Actually, did not mean to do that. And my fault. Let's go. Yeah, if we end up coming across a transporter bike or something like that, we're gonna hop into it.
Bridges wants you. I'm Sam!
I mean, I guess I could load it all onto my back and just take it like that, but I heard rocks. I do not see rocks, but I heard rocks. I guess I picked up some lost cargo. Don't even know what it is. Oh, just some special alloys. Going to the geologist. Back. I hear rocks, I do not see rocks. That scares me. There it is. And now we go. Make it fucking quick too. As you see, there are near invisible rocks that will just roll through the dirt or the snow and fucking take you out. Make sure to keep Sam hydrated. Absolutely take you out up here. Oh yeah, it's definitely not recommended to do anything that I'm doing without some kind of actual climbing gear. Like I should have grabbed some anchors or at the very least some ladders.
Walked up worse.
Just need to make sure you turn around and do this occasionally too. Totally unnecessary, but fun to do. Battery's starting to run out too. That appears to be some kind of hologram.
Keep on keeping on.
The geologist put up the sign, means we're close. There they are. Give me one moment, gotta scratch my ear.
Nice.
Pick a little bit of Chiral. We got like 10,000. I don't really think there's a reason to worry about it. But always better to be safe than sorry. And I'm sure once we pull them online, we're gonna get a bunch of stuff that's gonna pop up around here. Anchors and ladders and stuff. I need to remember to actually make myself something before we move on. This is the BT area right over there.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Make delivery. Thank you. early medication.
Sam Bridges. Oh, thank God for that. I was worried you might not get here in time. But then I've done nothing but worry of late. I've been haunted by those visions you doom sufferers see. That end of days stuff. I put the nightmares down to fatigue. Possibility of chiral contamination never even occurred to me. It's just lucky we caught it before the suicidal stage. Dying's not an option. My research is nowhere near complete. It's not just my life you're saving here. It's my life's work. I started to wonder if I'd ever see these meds. I guess you really are good at what you do, huh? Thank you.
I'm back. Took the opportunity of him talking to run to the restroom.
Oh, yes. Right then. If you'd do the honors. And just like that, I'm part of the UCA, with access to a treasure trove of historical research materials. Studying this fossil beach should be a good deal easier now, assuming I can prove once and for all that that's what it is. Honestly, though, I'm just excited I can finally share these findings with everyone. Can you believe I found chiral deposits in strata dating back 65.5 million years? Evidence of an ancient death stranding.
Chiral matter has existed on Earth since long before the dawn of man. This stratum is proof of that. Look at this, Sam. Do you see that black fissure there? We believe this is the source of the Chiralian readings. In the distant past, earthquakes caused frictional melting along fault lines, producing layers of what is known as pseudotachylite. We call these layers fossil earthquakes. Extending the principle, our fissure here is what one might term a fossil beach. The presence of corellium in this of all strata cannot be a mere coincidence. It strongly suggests that beaches must have appeared during the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event. And not just then. The chiral network has recovered data suggesting that similar fossil beaches were discovered in strata corresponding to other extinction events too. That would seem to indicate the Big Five and all other major extinctions were accompanied by the appearance of beaches. In expanding the chiral network, you've helped us glimpse a pattern in these scattered points of data. You've furthered our individual research projects and ensured that it is only a matter of time before we recover all we have lost and solve every mystery that remains. But this is only the beginning. See this through, Sam, and there's no telling what we might learn.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Alright. It did look like we got the piece of mail for the last pizza delivery. So I might finish up this little bit with like going to these 3 different places. But once I get to the Evo Devo scientist, probably end up stopping there for the night. At least on the stream, so I can go make food, eat, and get to bed on time. Bots Assist, Mountain Knot, Hartman's Lab. None of which I care about at the moment. Anything? A few of these. And pretty sure there's going to be a generator, but just in case there's not. And let's see. Okay. Recycle. Special alloys. I guess these two. I don't really need it now that I got. I'm not carrying those 8 things of antichiral medicine around with me.
Thank you for your contribution.
2 things: a container repair spray, PCC.
You can do it.
Take caution. So people are saying to come up this way. At least from what I can tell. Come up this way, cut through here, and stay away from this area here. There's going to be a load of BTs. It does look like there is a generator just over there.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Yeah, between our legs and the thermal pads, or battery's pretty much going to be constantly draining, so we could stand under a generator and it'll constantly say that we need power. I was expecting to have to turn here, but it just seems like that caution was for the slope. I was expecting BTs. Guess they're all down that way. And over here. I take the free repair. Fuck. Paleontologist. 500 meters in this direction, roughly. Alright. Try and make our way down here. And hope. Yeah, there's gonna be a few drops. So, good thing we have the chiral, or the, not chiral anchors, but the climbing anchors. Stash them through here. Should allow us to get down to here, and it'll be a pretty easy walk all the way down. After that. Sometimes I will see structures in places and I have to ask myself whether or not somebody's just doing a run where they only build structures instead of bringing any climbing equipment. I mean, cheat. Damn it, Sam. Like, I know I don't use, like, a lot of climbing equipment, but even I will. See if this will get us down far enough. Yeah, it'll definitely get us down far enough. Make sure we're staying on the actual snow and not the rocks. Just kind of use the rope to help guide us down a bit. Release, grip for balance, and start heading down. Gotta be slow about it. Use rocks. And because the level 2s come in like stacks the way they do, pretty sure that the level 1s don't do like this, but or at least keeps us stable, even if it's not super vertical. Back up a little bit, back up this way. At the very least, we want to try and make our way down that bit of rock. Oof. This looking like a little bit of a predicament for me. Ooh, and my backpack cover's almost ruined. Release grip. Move over. Climb. Alright. Don't think I'm gonna make it down there. Got to use another. And this is a Death Stranding rope ladder. Just several anchor points burn between a descending cliff. Release this one. Come on. Grab the rope. There we go. I learned from another one that you don't want to hit recover rope, because it sounds like it. Oh yeah, recover the rope real quick so I can climb down. At least that's what it sounded like to me. But it will just dismantle it, leaving you stuck. Oh damn, I didn't know I was already that close. I was hoping to be able to stop just outside the border and let the song play.
Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified.
Much appreciated, friend. Thanks to you, we can finally move ahead with the dig.
I swear, this place is bad enough without having to worry about getting asphyxiated. Not that I need to tell you. You did it after all, though I can't for the life of me imagine how. You can set up the chiral network while I work. Anyway, as it turns out, Sam Bridges, I have a favor to ask. A local porter was on his way here with something very valuable, but dropped it en route. It's a 200-million-year-old ammonite, which looks, he says, almost as if it were still alive. He apparently stumbled across it in a boulder field which had previously been hidden beneath a glacier, but that's not the half of it. The man claims this ammonite has an umbilical cord. An umbilical cord. Color me skeptical, but the specimen merits study, and I wasn't about to leave such delicate work to an amateur. So I asked him to carve out the whole surrounding chunk of rock and bring it here to me. Naturally, I wanted to compare it with contemporary specimens in the vicinity, which is why I had him excavate a number of those in addition to the one he told me about. But what does the dumb fuck go and do? He loses the whole shipment. Didn't even have the good sense to mark which container had the ammonite with the umbilical cord. The cargo was supposedly lost in the area to the southwest, where toxic gases have a tendency to build up. Old Mr. Reliable claims his cargo scanner is broken, and there's no way he can recover the shipment. But you could track it down. To protect you against the fumes, I'll provide you with an oxygen mask. Just to be safe. You can pick it up when you accept the order.
That fossil could represent an epochal discovery. While there are examples of viviparous fish, an ammonite with an umbilical cord is unheard of. And if it is indeed 200 million years old, it would also correspond with the end Triassic extinction, another one of the big five. Could the umbilical cord be connected to the beach? We must recover that cargo at all costs. It could provide a vital clue to the mechanisms underpinning the Death Stranding. We're so close. So very, very close to grasping the true nature of the phenomenon. Hurry, Sam. We cannot risk that ammonite being lost.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Sorry, I was talking to my brother and muted myself. Yeah, recovering this for this guy. I think we're gonna have another order when we get to the
An
Abu
oxygen mask,
scientist.
huh? Good idea. It'll filtrate the air and keep you breathing normally. In addition to protecting you from toxic gases, it'll also help to reduce fatigue from strenuous activity, making it easier to keep your balance. If it didn't have a limited battery life, I'd tell you to keep it on the whole time. But it does, so don't.
Replacing all my normal hermetic grenades with level 2s. Just gonna recycle all the normal ones. Ooh, no, I want to keep the customs, don't I? So I had, was it 3 thing of custom hermetic grenades? So I want to make 4 of these to replace the 4 regular hermetic grenades. All here. Because I want to come out of this menu anyway. Arrange it all correctly.
Order assigned.
And then just recycle. This hermetic grenades. Come here. Oh. Always do that. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Oof. Excuse me. Cycle. These.
Thank you for your continued support.
Support all that. Now here's one.
Thank you for your contribution.
And now we have the order. Haha. Safe house. Probably gonna actually go and stop at that safe house before we actually collect all your stuff. Can't remember actually. Was it just, yeah. Just before we actually get to the stuff.
Safe travels.
So we're gonna stop there, rest for a moment so we can repair our backpack cover. We'll also get all our stuff looking good for the time. Like our battery and I guess we'll probably need to make some units here soon. Looking a little worse for wear.
Your work is greatly appreciated.
Room is looking rather dark, but that could just be the aesthetic. I'm not sure if you can, but I'm pretty sure you can customize the inside of the private rooms. Most people just don't. Yeah, new backpack cover. Oof, yeah. Spare ammo pouch. I'm not sure if we... Yeah, it's like that extra battery level 4 is just still the same size. It just does add a lot to your battery capacity. Jesus, I don't know why I cannot say that. One extra one in there. Screw it. The pirate room. Oh, dang it. I forgot handful of beer and crispy bites. And use the restroom and shower. Jesus. Sorry, Sam. And the glasses. And our hats. Both of which I'm pretty sure are gonna get removed whenever we put the helmets on. Or the oxygen mask, I should say. Yeah, I'm gonna need to go down into the path. Yeah, again, not necessary, but super helpful. This is going to be the point. Tell from the sign. I'm trying to get up here so we can look at it. Where we put on our mask. Now this oxygen mask will allow us to breathe better in the mountainous areas and stuff, but will also drain our battery constantly. Mountainous areas and fog. So if we ever do one of those poisonous gas missions, sheet. I just wanted to get on the ladder, Sam. Damn. But if we ever do one of those poisonous gas missions, we can make sure that we'll be alright. Like, we at least won't lose any health. We might still fail the mission, but... Damn, I didn't think I'm gonna need a, whether or not I'm gonna need a floating carrier. See if we can climb our way out. Sam doesn't try and kill himself. Jesus. I'm gonna take that off so it stops draining our battery. Yeah, take our hat and glasses off. We're just gonna, while climbing the rope, put them back on. Yay! It's not that bad. But we are surprisingly close to the end of the game.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified.
I have a PCC. Somebody else hasn't built one. Might as well. Let's do this. we've got a good little pit stop here. You can stop and get your stuff repaired, fuel up, possibly even rest.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Construction complete.
Delivery.
You found it. Let me see. I have to see it. Oh my. It really is immaculately preserved. Uncannily even.
Thanks for bringing in
Next
that
up will
lost
be the
shipment,
Evo
Sam.
Devo scientist.
Yes, it did indeed include an ammonite with a bona fide umbilical cord attached. I've already sent some images and a preliminary analysis to Hartman via the network. Interestingly, it seems the surrounding strata contain traces of tar, which lines up with one of his theories. Anyway, I know you only just brought this ammonite here, but I'd like you to deliver it to a colleague of mine, an Evo Devo biologist. Lately, she's taken an interest in the tar, and I think she'd be eager to examine this particular specimen.
It's quite remarkable, and that's to your credit. To clarify, she has been studying how the tar may have influenced the development of various organisms. Accordingly, I would ask that you also recover the tar collectors deployed near her shelter and deliver them along with the ammonite. It would be too dangerous for her to attempt to retrieve them herself, which is why we must impose upon you. By aiding her research, we may yet inch closer to unraveling the secrets of the Death Stranding. We've already made so much progress with the data recovered by the network. With your continued help, I know we can accomplish even more.
Good work. New order available. Please access...
Order Sam. Picking this up. Alright. While we are in here, we're going to pick up some more all-terrain. 3s. Back. Did not need to do that. But, not sure if I need to make this yet. I think I'll wait until after I get to the Evo Devo scientist, or biologist. But, we are going to need some more aggressive equipment.
Order assigned.
Cycle. Used. This is damaged.
Thank you for your contribution.
I mean, just out and about.
Safe travels. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Nice. Now, do I want to try and go over the mountain here? To where I need to go, or do I want to go down and up? Let's looks like I'm not really gonna have too much of a choice. Okay. Up and I can go over, but I have to come down and through this, or up here anyway. Directly, oh. Wish it would tell me how far away my ping is from me right now, but well, guess we're heading this way. Tally ho! Yeah, normally you would never do that, but yeah. And we're not gonna pick up the veteran porter stuff. No need to yet. Maybe on the way back, but might not be for a while. Definitely not gonna be this stream. I'm gonna run up here and see if it connects to something. Probably not, because I don't think the chiral... Yeah, that's probably the edge. But still, good little landmark. Nothing else. Oh crap, I didn't make any blood bags, did I? I damn sure did not. I'll make some when we get to the Devo biologist. Also check to see whatever people might have left in this locker here. It's always good. Claim cargo, some boots, and a floating carrier. No, I don't really think I need it. Okay, I might though. On the possibility of, I will bring it with me. Yeah, because I know there are BTs down here. Yeah, because we're heading right down to the area that I'm not just gonna ride the cargo container down, because that would kind of suck. But we are coming out of the intensely cold area, at least, so shouldn't freeze to death.
There we go. There we go.
Now, I brought quite a few hermetic grenades. We are really close to them, aren't we? Okay. No real need. We're not actually heading into their area yet. should be hitting the BT like mode in a second. There it is. And as with most BT areas, if you wanted to, you could always just put your stuff in a locker and just run in here, get captured, take out the big BT, and it will clear the area for at least a period of time. Oh, hi, yeah. Drop that one. Grab another. I wish it would warn me before I got right on top of them. Yeah, I'm gonna probably need to read that message I got about. Apparently, there are certain BTs that aren't affected by my blood. There's something that came up during one of the. I was trying to get one of the orders ready. Good pyro though. Don't forget to pick that up while you're running through this area. Very easy to do with all the BTs around. Yeah, sorry if I've gone a little quiet, trying to concentrate on the BTs. Okay, how... Yeah, I know, but I needed to do that one. Just gotta make sure you take it slow now. I guess I could use one of my decrypt device if it really comes down to it. Yeah, but those big TTs, they take a lot to get down. I'm missing anything. What's the order? How many of those do I got? Yeah, I got all 5. Those little baby BT ones that'll get you. The big BTs manage to spot from like a mile away. Yeah. Or 2. If you're wondering why I've been throwing my used containers, it's because it distracts them. Nothing else. They're not looking in my direction, which is helpful. There's just so many in that area, I don't think they let up. Pretty sure I'm in the clear now, so. Right up this way. Yeah, at least we're out of BT area. So. Oh wow, that's so far away. See, stuff like that makes me wonder whether or not, whenever you lose cargo and stuff, if it actually drops it to a place that's relative to where you're at.
What's this, break time?
Yes, indeed. Break time. You just can't actually bathe here because of the snow. Oh, can't now. I'm gonna take a bath. Probably feels really nice after being in the snow for so long. Due to her presence in nearby subterranean tire deposit, the mineral-rich sediment of this spring carries a harmless electrical charge capable of replenishing depleted batteries. While it is commonly accepted that bathing here is beneficial to general health and recovery, visitors are encouraged to exercise caution when immersing batteries in water. Not speak. And we are fully recovered.
Feels like it just repatriated.
Didn't really need to base for long though. Yeah.
Walked up worse.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID.
Turn this in.
Express ID.
Probably have a little bit of dialogue,
All weapons will be locked until departure.
but regardless of whether or not they want us to do another delivery or recovery or anything, we're probably going to call it here.
I'm impressed, Sam. Not many people would have even attempted this. May I have a look? Not a scratch on it, and the tar inside is safe and secure. You do not disappoint, my friend. Now, connect me to the chiral network. That's where my studies will truly begin.
Grenade launcher. We just got hermetic grenades level 2. Like they're loading us up with some ordnance.
Thank you. It goes without saying, but I am convinced that the tar is related to the BTs and the Death Stranding. After all, both it and Timefall are the defining features of the post-Stranding ecosystem. Sudden environmental changes such as these invariably lead to the extinction of organisms that fail to adapt. Those that do adapt do so by virtue of enhancers, the regions of DNA that grant successful organisms their advantages. These genetic factors are the key to evolution. But there are genes which have the opposite effect, those which disadvantage organisms. Extinction factors, as they have been called. These are the seeds of advancement and obsolescence. Such factors may lie dormant within us all, a choice waiting to be made. For every being since the advent of life itself. If so, then ancient proof may hide deep within the tar, evidence of these genetic decisions that may aid us in navigating our current crossroads. In any event, thanks to you, I can now study the composition of the tar in greater detail. I'll make sure to share any interesting results with you later.
Well done, Sam. You furthered our research into the Death Stranding in ways you cannot imagine. Thank you again for bringing me Mama's body, as well as that ammonite. Speaking of which, my analysis of its umbilical cord is proceeding apace. I've been comparing the data against some of our restored archives. Anyway, would you mind returning to my lab? Preparations are finally complete for the chiral relay integration. If you could collect the necessary materials for the restoration work and bring them here, I would be most grateful.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Yep. Activate the terminal. Standard. Yeah, it's just giving us some stuff to do on the way back. But that takes 30 minutes. I mean, it's entirely possible. It's just... Ooh. Can we make it a premium? Premium 2 minutes. Oof. That requires us having already set stuff up. But, like I said, we're not going to be doing that right now. We are going to stop and save here. Yeah, it's like we are in the chiral network, so just step outside, zoom in a little bit. Dang. I was expecting a timefall shelter here. I guess not. I guess not. Guess there can be. Fabricate. Grenade launcher. Awesome. Make that PCC level 2. Done. Just put it in our back.
Weapons restored.
Here we go. Insufficient chiral bandwidth. That's my problem. Takes over 2,100 or 2,090. Guess these zip lines do take a lot. Here. I know that some of these probably weren't strictly necessary. Alright, can make it, I just need to find a solid area to make it in. Damn it. And it's gonna be just because of where she's at. Oh my gosh, never mind, I can see why there hasn't been a temporary shelter built. Let me guess. Yeah. It's either insufficient ground contact or obstacles.
Sorry, Sam. Gonna have to ask you to build that somewhere else. I'm flagging that spot as off limits.
Oh, where the hell can I build? Unsuitable surface. What do you mean insufficient ground contact? I can't make it get any further into the ground. Holy shit.
Okay.
We started over there.
Should be nice when it's done.
I mean, 2400 special alloy. Jesus. At least we have the location picked out. See, I was hoping that once we got over here, it'd already be one built. I'd just be able to run to it real quick, save, all that. But so far, there's been a shelter at pretty much every prepper station we've been to. Or at least one close by, I should say. These are almost worn down. Might have to replace them soon.
Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
You don't even have the special alloys here. Alright. Well, we didn't bring it with us, so... Saving again, because eventually I will complete that little area down there. But I ain't gonna drag this on for so long that I can go get more special alloy just to bring it back. That would take much too long just to locate it all. So, thank you to anybody that stopped by, anybody that watches this future, and I guess good night.